from all over the British Isles and Southern Ireland have come here today, Saturday, the 5th of October 1985, to celebrate the Western Staffordshire Bull Terrier Society Championship Show, held here at the Southwold Sports Centre, Yate, near Bristol. It also celebrates the Golden Jubilee year of our breed. Your judges today are Mrs. Nancy Bolton of the Rapparee Affix, judging dogs, and Mr. Billy McKnight of the Bell Knights Affix from Northern Ireland, judging bitches. The president of the society is Captain Fisher, who unfortunately can't be here with us today due to illness, but he hopes to come along later in the day. However, the chairman of the society, Mr. Alan Mitchell, will be stepping in to officiate. So we'll no more ado than go along into the venue and see the opening of the show. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet the chairman of the club, Mr. Alan Mitchell, who is about to open the show. Mr. Mitchell, would you like to say a few words, please?
Well, I'd like to say what a proud occasion this is for this club. Formed 19 years ago, Jim Parsons and I wrote to the Kennel Club to have this club formed. We expected it to be a small and friendly society. It's still friendly, but it's a whopper. We're now one of the biggest clubs in the country, and we decided this year that we would celebrate the Golden Jubilee properly, so that people in the future, people seeing this video, people remembering it, will recall this occasion with great pleasure. I feel so many people have worked hard for it. It would be invidious to mention any except our show secretary, Tom Fletcher, whose vision has made this possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mitchell. We'll leave you now to open the show. Thank you, sir. Okay. I'd like to introduce today's president of the society, Captain Fisher, who is now ready to open the show. Thank you, Mr. Captain Fisher.
I have much pleasure in welcoming everybody here today to our 20th show, championship show, which started in 1967. Our judges today are Nancy Bolton. Nancy Bolton of Rapparee Affix, comes from the Midland Western Staffordshire Bull Terrier Club and has got a really tough job today with, I don't know, how many dogs is it today?
196 entries.
196 entries. So you're going to work very hard indeed, Nancy, today.
Yes.
And the bitches are going to be judged by Billy McKnight of Bell Knight Affix from the Northern Ireland Staffordshire Bull Terrier Society, and a well-known breeder and judge. And he was going to do the bitches starting in an hour's time. All right?
I'm happy to say that Captain Fisher did manage to arrive early. We thought he was due to come in after dinner through illness, but gladly he arrived and was able to officiate the beginning and opening of this show. Winner of Minor Puppy Dog is number 197. The judges' critique reads: first, butt traitors roll over Beethoven. A mature brindle, good shape for his age, stands 4 square, well behaved and landed okay. Hope he won't go cloddy a little later on. Number 2 is number 27.
Number 2, second, is Braley's Satanic Warlord. Another well-shaped pup, ample bone, short back, not as neat in ears as one. And third is Sweeney's Thor's Mighty Warrior. Reserve is Mr. Stevens's Bedworth Ben.
Very promising young puppy is number 197. Class number 2, puppy dog. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Ken Bailey, who's been in the breed just on or just over 60 years. Mr. Bailey, could I ask you, for the sake of the young people coming into the breed, what advice would you give? And could you tell me about a few of the dogs you've had, please?
Oh, the few of the dogs I have was the pre-war I used to use for a working dog, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, before it was ever recognised by the Kennel Club in 1929. I was only 7 years old. But progress, we had to have her put down during the outbreak of war and go into the forces, and we had to put her down at 17 years of age. After that, during the war, came back after 4 years, picked up the traces and worked out the bloodlines from Black Country, where my dad was a Black Country man, and started back to the breeding program from Champion Gentleman Jim right up until the present day now. The famous dog that I had bred from Champion B-Next Beauty Bee. I was the first man in England to put a J-line dog with an M-line dog that was direct line to Brindle Mick and Brave Nell, and produced Champion Gentleman Jim, and I followed up by using the bloodlines from him. With progress, I produced Champion B-Next Beauty Bee that produced, again, the famous dog now in the United Kingdom and the world is Champion B-Next Beau.
I believe Ben Expo has a record number of CCs. Could you tell me about that?
The CCs worked out that I gained 18 CCs under all specialist judges. Specialist means that the judges chosen to judge my dog were and specialists of the Staffordshire Bull Terrier.
I see.
So therefore, whether these people say, yes, they can get the CCs, providing they can get the same men that have, unfortunately, God bless them, they've passed now, they've passed on. But the record will still stand, I think, well, indefinitely, because I can't say how long it will take, but it's got to be done by a very, very good dog of today's breed.
Well, I must say, Ken, we have a terrific amount of dogs today from your day,
yes.
And there's many champions today, and there's many good young dogs coming up that's making up to be champions. There's quite a few champions made up every year, isn't there, today?
Oh, yes, I'll go along with that. Yes, I agree with you. But the fact is this remaining is when you can produce a dog like I produced B-Next Beau, I'm not calling, please, don't think that I'll put myself on the pinnacle. God forbid. I love the dogs, I love mixed Staffords. But then again, to find dogs today to come in the class of a classic like B-Next Beau, it was wonderful. Everybody applauded. He went in there and he won the victories. And top entries, I'm talking about entries of 300 or 400 dogs at a show, entries there, and he's coming out the pinnacle.
Well, I must say, Ken, that is fantastic, like, and I'm sure the people watching this video and hearing this history will benefit by this, and also the dogs and champions that are around today, they will be able to see. It's a pity the videos weren't out
Well,
at
Joe, that time,
let
me say this before we close. I'd like to appreciate you for interviewing me like this. There's one other record that these people have got to gain, is go to the place where they were bred and born and founded, was in the Black Country, and I'm the only man who's been able to take Best in Show twice, both in the following years.
Well, thank you very much, Ken.
My pleasure and privilege.
I've enjoyed interviewing you, and congratulations.
Lovely, and thank you
may
very
you
much.
carry. Mrs. Bolton is just making her mind up of which half a dozen dogs she wants in the lineup.
Once she picks you out, go over there. Once she picks you out, go over there.
Winner of Puppy Dog.
First, Mr. Turnbull's War Cloud of Ironstone. A flashy pied, a good head and a dark eye, level top line, in immaculate condition, showed well. Second, Howsome's Gadkey Master Blaster, not as mature as one, but should fill out in frame. Third, Goff's Granite Fields Talisman. Reserve is Mr. Smith's Danny's Little Boy.